So we're out in the Minnesota woods here. It's pretty neat out here, pretty cold. Now if you look over here, it's a white-tailed deer, also known as the French deer, because of the white flags they oftentimes raise. It's November 9th, the rut's gotta be on. My uncle shot at a buck, he shot at another buck, and I was like, man, I gotta be out there. So I skipped school today as a Friday. I was sitting in my stand for maybe 20 minutes. Saw a body moving through the trees. I was like, man, looks like a big deer. So it picked its head up and was running through, and I was like, that's a good one to shoot. But there was no shot out of my stand, so I hurried up, climbed down, and slid down my butt downhill until I got to the bottom, and I could see him. So I get my gun out. He's in my scope. But I was shaking too hard. I was a little bit excited there. So I collected myself, and I touched one off, but as it turns out, a maple tree jumped in front of him. So as I'm following these deer tracks, gathering a little bit of blood here and there, I'm texting my dad back and forth, and eventually he calls me and influences my decision to let him be for a while. So I walked back to about where I shot, or where the deer was standing when I shot at him. I met my uncle. We were looking around, and that's when we discovered the hole in the tree. Okay, so this is where I joined in the story. I met up with Dave and Grant, and they kind of showed me and gave me the review of what they had already found. So we decided to get a couple guys up ahead of where we thought he might be going. So I stayed on the track. Dave and Grant went around, got ahead and posted up. And then
where he might be going.
And at that point I fired up the tracker tool on my Onyx, which is way better than flagging and trying to figure out where you come from and where you're going. You can see a pattern. So as I continued down this deer trail trying to keep up with his tracks before the snow buried him in, I could see on my tracker that he was changing direction. He was wrapping around heading to the east away from these guys. So I stopped at a place where he had bedded down, and I let them know to change position.
So I walked like at least half a mile to get to this new spot. Sat on a corner so I could see if he was coming out either way.
And Dave wrapped around and went back and got on the south side of me, and Grant was set up to the northeast of me. And so I continued on his track, and I went another 100 yards or so, 150 yards, and found another bed where he had bedded down. It was fresh. I had bumped him out of it. By this time the snow had let up quite a bit, so then it became a lot easier to track him. And I knew he wasn't far ahead of me because he ran for probably the first 50 yards, and then he slowed to a walk, and the blood trail picked up. And that went on for another 100, 150 yards or so, and then I must have got close to him. I couldn't see very far in there because we were in some pretty thick popple regen. And then his track started running again, and it was about that time, maybe 5 seconds after that, I heard a gunshot right in front of me. You know, Dave, he had run out right to Dave, and Dave put him down. So
I was pretty excited when I heard that because I didn't want him to get away.
Grant was pretty excited. I called him and told him we'd finished him off, and he had shot a really nice forkhorn.
That's what they told me.
It's a little wet out there.
Looks like you did the same thing. Oh boy, he ain't half bad. Yeah, that's the one I shot. For sure. Unless you guys found a different one and shot him.
Not a forkhorn, I guess.
No, I think it's the biggest whitetail I've ever shot, but he's got a big body on it.
He does.
Well, thanks there, fellas. I wouldn't have got him. He didn't help me out there. I ran like halfway here. I'm really sweaty. Meat Mountain Adventures killed this deer right here. Thanks to my Mossberg 100 ATR chambered in 270 Winchester and Nosler AccuBond long range with the Redfield scope. Small.
See the 8th, 9th, 9th. Or things even got ticks in November.
So we didn't get the kill shot of the deer or any tracking film of him, but we had more pressing concerns finding the deer first, as we don't want a wounded deer getting away from us. It's the ethical thing to do, so that's what we did.